Personal trainers, welcome to the Escape the Gym Floor Masterclass. So in this video, I'm going to be going over how you can escape the gym floor, how you can not be traveling to the gym every single day, back and forth, waiting for clients, handling client cancellations, answering to a gym manager, dealing with these daily stresses when you wanted to go online. You've probably not figured out how to go online and how to actually build your business online, and that's something that you've been wanting to do for the longest time. You might be an older PT who's seen a lot of the younger PTs build incredible online businesses and travel the world and not known how to do it. You might be a younger PT who's been wanting to go online and still not figured out how to actually build your online business. You've been making content, you've been trying, but not truly cracked it. You've been wanting to escape the gym floor. You might just want to drop your hours down, increase your price on the gym floor, or just drop your hours down just to have more of a life. You go on a holiday and I don't know if you're paying rent for all these hours, but every time you go on a holiday, you might still have to pay rent and you've not got any money coming in because your clients aren't being coached. So in this entire masterclass, I'm going to be going over how to build your business. It's no holds bar, so I'll be telling you everything that I know, how to build your dream business online. And why should you listen to me? You should listen to me because I've built multiple online and fitness businesses. I had my first gym in Sheffield 12 years ago. I then worked for loads of council-run gyms. I ran 3-4 gyms in Sheffield. I then managed personal trainers on a larger scale, managed salespeople for Virgin Active. I worked with Virgin Active. We grew them to 180,000 members. At times, I worked in all 42 different sites, helping different sales managers, different personal trainers, different membership consultants. In 2020, I went and launched physical businesses, brick and mortar businesses. I had an online coaching business that was very successful. I've trained over 600 personal trainers and membership consultants within fitness sales. And that has now given me a clear blueprint on how to build your business. In 2023 alone, we generated over 6,000 leads through our online coaches, some of the coaches are making 30, 40,000 pounds a month. And some of them come onto the blueprint program, just like you might be interested to, who just want to make their first 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pounds online. If you know the background that I come from Sheffield, a low-income household, an immigrant house that was on benefits, and I'm here today because I want to help those people who are truly struggling. I truly want to help other personal trainers escape the gym floor and live life on their terms. Freedom has been the most important thing for me. Living life on my terms. Going on holiday when I want, traveling when I want, going to a restaurant, eating out when I want, going to the restaurant that I want to. For years I couldn't do that because I didn't have the money for it. And the biggest problem was the money. And I often get told money doesn't make you happy, but then I reply saying you've not given away enough money yet. Because if you've truly got a cause that you want to help, whether it's your family, whether it's a charity, whether it's just building your own business for you, whether it's any selfish desire that you've got to buy some nice clothes, a bag, a holiday, money is going to usually be the biggest thing that's holding you back. So just making your first few £1,000s, this course can actually get someone to 50 clients. This masterclass can teach you everything possible to get to your first 50 clients. And it's worked for countless online coaches. The first section that you're going to need to actually build is your brand. You're going to need to know who to target. 6 phases that we're going to go through, and the number one phase that we're going to start on is brand clarity. Brand clarity is one of the most important parts of this masterclass because people always ask, how do I find my niche? And within brand clarity, you get the entire guidance. Within brand clarity, we cover how to actually find your niche, how to truly understand their pain points, how to truly understand their internal problems, their external problems. What are the differences? An internal problem is something that's stopping me from building my business. Often for PTs, it's the anxiety of making content online. An external problem is something that you can't control. You shouldn't have to master 7 or 8 different platforms or understand marketing, understand content, understand a funnel, understand lead generation, understand sales, just to be able to help all the people that you want to help with your coaching service. You shouldn't have to. It's an external problem, but it's there, it exists. So we've got to help you through it. For your brand, when you're building your brand, and you might have an external problem for your client shouldn't have to be a nutritional expert to have a good diet. But it turns out that a lot of people don't know how to eat properly. So that's why you need to help them. They have that external problem. It's not their problem. They go to the supermarket and there's 15 different options for one breakfast for the same cereal. But they need your help to actually tell them which one they need to buy. So the poor education is not their problem. Their internal problem could be something internal for them, could be their deeper insecurity. But that's for you to understand your target audience. And when you understand your target audience, then it's very clear on what offer you can make them. You can create the perfect offer for your audience when you understand them. I can't offer personal trainers something for £15,000. They don't have the funds for it. They don't have the financial backing or the ROI to buy something for £15,000. So why did we design a masterclass for free? Why did we design the blueprint course for the cheapest price possible? We designed it that way because we knew that we wanted to attract the right people. And the offer had to be built out for our perfect avatar, which we covered in our brand clarity. And now, when it comes to actually your offer, you're going to truly understand your audience because you've done the branding side. You truly understand what they need, what their pain points are, what's their struggle. And now you can make an offer for them. If you have an audience that's of postnatal women, for example, they might need more support. They might need an offer that covers something for that specific market. So you need to design your offer built upon your brand, who your brand is actually targeting. And the offer, often we use an example, which is a value ladder. So what's the cheapest thing that you can sell? And what's the most expensive thing that you can sell? Giving away the most amount of value. And we teach you how to design the perfect program where you can charge the most, but give away a lot of value, and charge the least for anyone who's not got the funds for it, who actually might want to take part in a cheaper offer to begin with, and then they work themselves up. Or someone who comes in with a lot of trust because your content really speaks to them. And that comes to the next stage. The third phase that you're going to need to cover is content. How do you actually make content that speaks to your niche, speaks to your audience? The content has 4 different pillars: personality content, positioning, problem solving, and promotional. I'm going to run through all 4 with you. Personality content is personal content about you. You'll probably see a lot in my content. I talk about how poor I grew up and how I grew up in Sheffield with immigrant parents. That's me sharing personality content, personal content with you to break down that pillar so you can actually have a closer connection with me. Problem solving content is me saying, hey, this is a common problem people have and this is a solution. Giving that solution within my content. One of my favorite sayings when it comes to content is give your best stuff away for free and people will pay to implement it. And this is why we give away all this amazing value away for free. This masterclass has no charge to it. It's absolutely free because I know if it helps people, people will come to us for more after. So that's your problem solving content. And an example of problem solving content is a lot of personal trainers don't know what softwares to use when they're coaching their clients. They don't know whether to use an online coaching form, a Google Doc, or an app. But here's a solution. Here's what you should be using. And the answer is, it's what your audience needs. The answer for that question is, if you've got older clients who never use an app, you're probably going to use a Google Doc. If you have a younger audience in their 20s who you know are using apps, you're probably going to use an app. The next content is positioning. Positioning content is sharing your leadership. It makes you an authority within your field. It makes you make authoritative content and sharing your thoughts on leadership. I believe that there's too much bullshit online, that the content that most gurus are making and saying, oh, let's get to your first £10,000 is bullshit because they've never had a business that makes £10,000 and they're selling a plan to do that. And that's why a lot of my marketing throughout this entire blueprint program on this masterclass, there's nothing about £10,000 on here. It's just help you to get to your first few clients, to get to your first 10, 20, 30 clients. The blueprint program is actually built to get you to some 50 clients. But I know most people are struggling and they just want to get to their first 20, 30 clients. And that's positioning content, understanding your audience and giving clear advice, sharing my thoughts on leadership. And the last bit is promotional content. And this is something that people overkill. They constantly ask to say, come and buy our stuff, come and buy what we're selling. I'm selling coaching, click the link in the bio. People rinse the promotional content, but don't give enough value first. A good method I use is to give goodwill for 10 posts and then ask for that goodwill to be used on the 11th post. And that's how we use our promotional content. Or we'll say, post a testimonial every 5 days on your social media around your other content. And that's how we actually build out a content strategy. Using those 4 pillars, understanding your audience. And what will that do? It will actually touch your audience in all the different ways to truly connect your audience to you so they trust you and want to buy from you. They need to trust you. They need to know that you can help them. They need to know that you can get them results. And they need to be able to find you. And that's only by if you make all the right pillars of content. That's only if you make all 4 pillars of content and truly attract them. After this is going to be lead generation. So you're now making the content. You're potentially going to have leads being generated from the content that you make. But that might not be enough. You might not be generating enough leads in the beginning. So what can you do to generate more leads? Most coaches just say, we have a tactic against outbound messages, no outbound messages. And what they actually get you to do is just to run paid ads. They get you to pay money to find the customers that you don't even have any money. You don't have the money to put in towards marketing. And they're scared to actually make you do the work. But I can tell you, generating leads takes work. It takes speaking to your clients for referrals. It takes messaging new people on Instagram. It takes messaging new people that you don't know on Instagram. And if there's a fear that you have about rejection, they're going to help you get over that fear. Without leads, you have no business. You have no one to sell to. So generating leads is one of the key components. The biggest that's been requested in our DMs has been, how do I design the perfect outbound message? And in this masterclass, I'm going to give you the breakdown of the perfect outbound message to send someone. First, you're going to say how you found them. So, hey, I just found you off this page. I just seen you tag at this gym. Thought I'd give you a message. Then step 2 is a compliment. So you want to give them a compliment that's genuine. That's a human compliment. If you've seen a really good caption they wrote, tell them it's about their caption. If you've seen a picture and you know the picture's a really good view, ask them what that view is. Ask them tell them it's an amazing picture. A genuine human compliment. Don't come across as a creep. Don't come across as a snidey comment. Give a genuine human interaction. So, how I found you, a compliment, and the last one is an open-ended question. And if you ask an open-ended question at the end, like, what is it that you do? Are you competing anytime soon? Tell me a bit more about your training. Ask a genuine question. Don't move on to pivoting for the call too early. Get to know them first, message them. Because if you approach someone in the gym, you wouldn't say to them, hey, are you interested in buying my online coaching? You wouldn't. You would say to them, hey, this looks great. How long have you been doing that for? Tell me a bit more about that. You'd be genuinely curious about them. So why approach people online any different? And the truth is, you're going to get ignored a lot because the sales resistance online is so high. So you're going to get ignored a lot, but it's the volume that actually does it for you on this one. Some of our new coaches will send 100 messages, get about 3 appointments a week, and they'll close 2 of them. So if I said you can get 2 clients every single week if you do the volume, because I have the numbers and the statistics to prove so, you would do it. But you've got to get over that fear of rejection first. We have so many other processes for generating leads, but the hardest one is actually the outbound messages. And I know most coaches will say you don't have to message anyone, and they'll lie to you. The truth is, developing that character trait of speaking to a stranger is such an important skill to develop, and I don't want to shy away from it. So the truth is, you will need to message people. You might have the money to run some ads to speed up that process. And if you have, that's great. We can give you a model actually how to run those ads and how to actually find the audience online. But the truth is, lead generation takes work and it's going to take effort from you. And if you're willing to put in that effort, then you're going to need the sales training to actually close those people. You're going to need to know how to actually close all these leads that I'm getting. And the sales training is actually built off a few different sections. It's built off how to find the prospect's why, how to ask open-ended questions to make sure you get their why, you truly understand them. And then there's all the other tactics on influencing and persuading, how to actually objection handle. When they just need that extra push, you've designed the perfect offer, how to make sure that offer has all the right guarantees and bonuses for them to want to buy from you. You might already be a strong seller, but you might just need to know how to actually sell for more expensive. You might be a personal trainer who's already developed years of skills of selling to people in person, but how do you make sure you sell to people online? In person, someone can't turn around and say, yeah, see you later, I'm not interested, but online they can ignore you. Online they can ignore your follow-up. So what are the tactics that you use to ensure that you can actually close every single person that you speak to? And then the last thing that you'll need to know to build your dream online business is business management, is actually running the day-to-day business. You know, you hear all these terms about funnels and automations and tools like Zapier and CapCut and Canva. How do you use all these tools to actually run a successful business? How do you understand the finance side? How do you understand the legalities? And what do you need to know to actually run a successful business? Most people don't actually mention this part to you, and they leave you pretty hurt with a tax bill. A lot of our coaches, we know that they're going to make a lot of money. We know that they're going to make their first £4,000, £5,000, £6,000. And when they make that money, they're going to be hit with a tax bill. So if we don't help them with the guidance for that, we've done them a disservice, because now we've helped them with we've just helped them fix one problem to create another. To actually guide you to actually ensure that you know how to run the business and the financials and the actually back-end processes to deliver to as many clients as possible, so you're not putting in all the elbow grease, working so hard, grinding everyone manually. There's so many intelligent automations that you can now put in place to deliver incredible client experience, a real tailored one-on-one experience, but you want to put all these processes in place on the back end. Those 6 phases that we've put in place today for you today on the masterclass are the same phases that all of our online coaches have used. It's the same phase that Adri used, who's David Lloyd, who wanted to leave David Lloyd and become an online coach. She was working all the hours on the gym floor, but wanted to go online, but had no idea how. It's the same course that Paulina used to build her online business. She was working full-time for a refrigeration company, but wanted to go online to actually create freedom in the life that she wanted, because she was passionate about bodybuilding and wellness and wanted to compete, but she knew she couldn't because her job was holding her back. It's worked for countless PTs and online coaches that are on the gym floor, that have full-time jobs, and they want to escape and build their dream business. And I'm deeply passionate about this. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm deeply passionate about this topic, because the same struggle that I went through for years, not knowing how, when I figured out how, when I figured out model, giving that back to others, creating that wealth for others, is the most fulfilling part of my mission to create more entrepreneurs and helping personal trainers escape the gym floor, helping struggling online coaches build their dream business. So I'm excited for you to actually build out your business. If you want to speak to me or my team and you want to book a call with us, because you might have some more questions to see what else we can do to help your business. So if you think that's you, if you think that we can genuinely help you, and you are driven, you are motivated, you have got the grit to go through the hard work to escape the gym floor because you want that freedom, find one of the call links around this page and book and speak to us today. I'll be excited to hear from you.